What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pens and Tea. My name is Carrie. Today I'm feeling a little under the weather, but I still want to make some good stuff for you. I had a random thought and I was like, you know what? Don't question it. Just go with it. See what happens. And that was, I have not used any of my personal fountain pens in months. Like, probably at this point, I want to say it's probably April or May that I have used any of my pens, with the exception of, getting real close, the Lamy 2000 that I inked up like last week. KWZ Smells Like Coffee is in here. Other than that, I have not used my own pens. One, because I haven't really been using pens very much at all. Lots of stuff happened. If you are on Patreon, you'll know what happened. I guess plug there for myself. Check out the link to the Patreon down below. But I've been using just pens that have been sent to me for review. And now I have none of those left. So I was like, okay, I guess it's time to start inking up my own pens now. And I haven't decided which one. And I decided to do something unique. And you've kind of read the description or the title at least by now. And that is my first thoughts when I open up my pen drawer. Because I don't know what to use. And I just want to whip through my pens. I'm going to go one tray at a time so that this isn't too long. I'm going to film it all in one go, but I'm going to do separate videos for you guys just so that it's not, a half an hour long of different pens. So, especially since it's taken me now like 2 minutes just to even get to the first pen. So let's just start and you'll understand what's happening. Pilot Metropolitan. Love it. Heavy. It's a fine nib. I don't really want to write with that. Pilot E95S. Cute. I love the capping mechanism. Feels really good in my hand. I'm not into the aesthetic vibe right now, and this writes a little broad for what I want. Pilot Custom 823. Absolutely adore it. One of my all-time favorites. Love the vacuum fill pen. But I already have a pretty large ink capacity pen inked up right now, so I don't know if I really want to do that. Don't know. Pilot Custom 823. Same thing, but just different color, different size. Pilot Custom 74. That could be a contender to ink up. I have not used this in quite a while. It is my OG. My first instinct and my first thought when I see this is squishy nib, as well as I always have KWZ Northern Twilight in here, and I really like that. I might ink this one up. Ooh, Pilot Custom 912 with the Falcon nib and the Ebonite feed. Ooh, Diamine Rider's Blood. Also one of my favorites. Those two are contenders. Pelikan M200. This is the brown version. First thoughts, I guess, is that I absolutely adore the color. It's a piston fill, feels really good in my hand. Writes really well. It's a little bit slim. I do wish I could work on the nib a little bit. It is slightly too toothy for my liking, so I may start to work on that. Pelikan M805. This is a Streisman. This has an emotional attachment to me. It is one of the very first pens I ever bought that was like super expensive in my opinion. I also bought it at the very first Toronto Pen Show, first pen show ever I went to. I bought it with a Omas Ogiva Alba, which I have since sold. A couple ink bottles, and I feel like there was one other pen, but I can't remember now. But this was it. And even though it's a fine nib, it does write like a beefy medium. Just not in the mood for that right now. Okay, so that was tray number one. So out of tray number one, I have to decide now which contender to put. I'm going to choose, out of tray number one, the Pilot Custom 74. Yeah, medium nib. It just writes really, really well. Yeah, this is contender number 1 for tray number 1. I have 3 trays of fountain pens, by the way. Let's do it. Stay tuned for tray number 2, which will be coming up in a few days. At the end of this, obviously, I'm going to ink up a pen. And then in the meantime, let me know in the comment section down below, out of all the pens I just mentioned, which ones have you used and which one would you have chosen to ink up? And if you want to go a step further, tell me the ink that you would want to put in it. I'm just completely curious, and who knows, by the end of this 3-part series, maybe I'll have a lot of pens inked up. But for now, I'm only going to choose 1 per tray, and then at the end of the 3rd tray, I'm going to pick just 1 pen. So hit that like and subscribe if you want to see more like it. New videos will come out every Monday and Friday, and there will be random videos starting on Tuesdays that won't necessarily be pen related. If you're on my Patreon, you're going to know why I'm planning on that, and I also may or may not change my name. Obviously not Carrie, I was born with that, but the Pens and Tea name. So if you want to check out the Patreon account and throw in your 2 cents, feel free, but if not, stay tuned, there will be more. And as always, I'll see you next time.